For 9 years, he stood in the same place, not begging, not protesting, not asking for anything. People passed him every day and assumed the same thing. He has nowhere else to go. They were wrong. This is the story no one bothered to ask. Welcome to the Real Story Room, where the best stories are hiding in plain sight. The man who never left. For nearly a decade, Harish stood outside the old railway station, just beside the closed ticket counter. Same spot, same time, every day, morning to evening. He didn't shout, didn't ask for money, didn't block anyone's way. He just stood there. People noticed him, but only enough to ignore him. Some thought he was homeless. Some assumed he was mentally unwell. Some believed he was waiting for a train that would never come. Assumptions are easier than curiosity. Harish arrived every morning before the station became loud. He watched the shutters rise. The vendors set up stalls. The trains arrive and leave, and he waited. Amit, a newspaper delivery boy, saw him every day. At first, it meant nothing, but years of repetition changed things. One evening, curiosity won. "Uncle," Amit asked gently, "why do you stand here every day?" Harish looked at him, surprised, then smiled. "I'm guarding something," he said. That answer stayed with Amit. A week later, rain flooded the station entrance. Harish still stood there, soaked. That's when Amit returned with tea. "What are you guarding?" he asked again. Harish hesitated, then pointed to the old, locked ticket counter. "My wife worked there," he said quietly. Her name was Sunita, a ticket clerk for 22 years. Every morning, she stood at that counter, stamping tickets, arguing gently with passengers, laughing with vendors. One evening, 9 years ago, she collapsed at work. She never came home. "They closed the counter," Harish said, "transferred everyone else, but no one ever came back to say goodbye." After her funeral, Harish returned to the station, not because he didn't know how to move on, but because he knew exactly what he was losing. "I promised her," he said, "that I would stand where she stood, so her place wouldn't feel forgotten." Amit felt his throat tighten. Harish never asked the railway authorities for anything. No compensation, no recognition. He just stood there. Years passed. New officers arrived. Old staff retired. No one knew why Harish was there, and no one asked. Until a renovation plan came. Bulldozers, new counters, modernization. One morning, workers told Harish to move. "This area will be cleared," they said. Harish nodded. "I'll move," he said, "but let me stand here today." Amit overheard everything. That evening, he posted Harish's story online. Just a few lines. No anger, no blame, just truth. By morning, people gathered. Vendors, passengers, former railway staff. Someone placed flowers near the counter. Someone else put up a small photo. The authorities noticed, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. A week later, a small plaque appeared near the new counter. "In memory of Sunita, who served this station for 22 years. Harish stood there one last time, not guarding anymore, just standing. When he left that evening, for the first time in 9 years, he didn't come back the next day, because some promises don't need to last forever. They just need to be seen. The best stories aren't about heroes. They're about ordinary people who loved deeply, quietly, and completely. This is the Real Story Room.